Life is a melody.
Good morning. I know it's been a while. I got a lot of things to update you guys on: training, partnerships, business. There's a lot to talk about today. Well, first things first, I am in a new prep. We're training for my first Ironman 70.3. I technically started my prep in like October, November of 2025 last year. Kind of just dipping my toe in like the pool, no pun intended, but just trying to get used to things. Also same with the bike. And now we're here in January. Our race is actually just about 6 months out. So we're trying to really dial things in here, get a good foundation to swimming, running, biking, and going full steam ahead. Today's breakfast today, we have 180 grams of jasmine rice, 5 ounces of chicken, 2 bacon strips, and 2 eggs. Totaling 684 calories, 69 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of fat. A big meal for a big training day ahead. We're gonna be heading to the gym soon, and we'll have a bike workout later this afternoon. I also am in a little bit of a cut. I'm trying to shed some pounds, be lighter in the pool, lighter on my feet, and I'm just carrying a lot of still excess body fat from the bodybuilding phase of my fitness journey. So I started tracking my macros and my weight again, and since January 5th, I am down 6.6 pounds. Today is January 22nd. So down 6.6 pounds in 17 days, not bad. But the most important thing is I'm staying fueled for my session still. So all those carbs I'm eating mostly are around or during my training sessions. All right, like I said, I have a lot to talk about and tell you guys and update you guys with, but I'm hungry. We gotta get to the gym here in a little bit. So we'll be talking about those things later, but for now, it's time to eat. Lately, the move has been to do a non-stim pre-workout to get like some good pump ingredients, but cracking an any out of the Bev Lab fridge for the actual stimulant. For one, it's hard to beat the carbonation and the flavor, and two, you just can't go wrong when you crack an any. Let's do this. All right, guys, we just pulled up to 3D Fitness. We're gonna hit an upper day. We're hitting chest and back. We're gonna get nasty, which I think is a good segue into the next part of this update announcement. I am now an official athlete for Beyond Barbell Clothing. If you've been following any of my content for the last few years, you would have seen a lot of growth in my fitness and my faith. But not only that, you would have seen the growth of Beyond Barbell and Kevin's business. We've done videos in the past at his old location. He has since moved to a bigger, newer, more updated location. We've sat down with him and talked about our faith journeys, and we actually even helped them move from the old location to the new location. Kevin has created an absolutely amazing brand with an even more amazing mission, and I'm honestly just so excited to be a part of it. In the workout today, you'll be seeing me wear their hoodie from their newest drop, The World Is Not Enough, coming from 1 John 2:17, which I do want to share with you guys. The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever. Woo! If that doesn't pump you up, I don't know what will. I'm also rocking the shorts that you'll see later in the gym that go along with this drop. And I'm actually even wearing the Spiritual Warfare t-shirt that Kevin came out with last year. Still one of my favorite designs and shirts in general. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for supporting me up to this part of my journey. This is one of my dreams of becoming like a fitness clothing athlete, and to be able to do it alongside one of my very, very good friends that has an absolutely amazing, unique brand. I cannot wait for what this year has in store. So please, if you do check out any of the clothing or purchase any, please use my code FERN10. It supports me, but not only that, it just supports a brand that has an amazing mission, and you're gonna love it. I don't doubt it. But enough yap, it is time to go hit this workout. I'll see you guys in there. So what are my upper workouts looking like in this Ironman prep, at least right now? When it comes to a chest and back workout, I like starting with chest because that's the weaker of the two on my body, so I want to get the most out of it and do the most that I can while I'm the freshest. So we're going to start with a pressing movement, we're going to do a fly movement, another press, and then another fly. That's going to round out the chest. And then after that, we'll go into a couple compound back movement exercises, usually a pull-up, maybe a lat pull-down, some sort of row, and then finishing it out with some rear delts. We're gonna be looking at 6 to 7 exercises today. As for the rep range, we're actually going a little bit higher as opposed to the bodybuilding split I was on previously. I'm aiming here for about 15 reps, maybe even 20 on some. Also being in a caloric deficit right now at the beginning of this prep to try and cut some weight. Again, not trying to build that muscle, we're just trying to maintain and condition as best as we can here. I'm warmed up, I'm ready to go. Let's go hit this workout. Boom. 1 out of 2 workouts done and dusted for the day. Chest and back, awesome pump. It has been so refreshing, honestly, just to have a different approach when it comes to the gym. I've been doing a bodybuilding split for a few years now. It's nice to switch things up, you know, and have a different focus and a different mentality when it comes to that time in the gym. And I'm honestly just working out so much less in the actual gym. I was going from 6 days, 5 to 6 days a week in the gym to now 2 to 3 at absolute most. It usually is just ended up being like a leg workout in the week and then a upper body workout. So we are on our way home right now. We are going to hop on the bike shortly after we get home, get hydrated, get a couple things situated, and then that will be workout number 2 for the day. Usually how I do my splits is a morning workout, whether it's a run or in the gym, and then in the afternoon, that's when I'll usually do my swim and bikes. It allows me some time to get home, refuel, get some work done, and then go and get ready for another big effort workout, whatever that is for the day. Overall, my body is feeling pretty dang good. I'm really focusing on recovery and making sure that I'm not doing too much too fast, because I'm a person who wants to go and be like freaking Nick Bear on my first outing in the
pool or whatever the case may be. So I am just working on daily deposits. You know, it's not all gonna happen overnight, but making those daily deposits, getting 1% better over the course of 6, 7, 8, 9 months, that's where you'll see a difference. So looks like we got a package though, and it looks like what I think it is. So I am stoked. Let's go. I'll show you guys what we got on the doorstep. You already know when you see the Go BHB, it is a good package. I think I know what this is, but I don't want to say anything, so I'll show you. Oh, it's a good day because we got a Rev 7 restock. The real ones know. Following this channel, I adore Rev 7. It is a ketone powered energy drink with no caffeine, just ketones and cognizant acetylcholine. One, I love the effects. Usually fasted in the mornings when I really enjoy taking this, but the flavors, lemonade, blueberry, citrus, and green apple, all of them. All three bangers. So thank you, Rev 7. I will be throwing this in the fridge and having one, if not two, today, because why not? While I have you here, I do want to give you a little life update, business update, kind of things going on in that regard of my life. Just because it just feels like it's been a while and a lot has changed in the last, I'd say, 6 months specifically. But just looking back, like 2025 was kind of a blur in everything that happened. So for one, probably the most important thing, I have recommitted my life to following Jesus. I'd say in the past like 6 to 9 months, my faith has grown more than it has than the rest of my entire life, which is a reason why it is so special to me to be an athlete for Beyond Barbell, because I followed that brand for so long and I just never felt like spiritually, you know, that mission aligned with theirs. And since giving my life to Christ, and you know, things have just happened to where it just made sense, and it is so exciting on that part. I am seriously it's so exciting. But making that decision to follow Christ has just changed everything for me. The way I look at life, relationships, just everything has changed. And a quick backstory, a lot of people don't know this because I haven't really talked about it on the channel before, but I grew up LDS, Mormon. As soon as I was 18, I decided to part ways with the church, and I really just fell into a very, very dark spot in general. I'm talking like narcotic drug abuse, prescription drug abuse, falling to every sin that you could imagine between lust and lying and pride. And spiritually, I just really didn't know what to believe. Now that drug abuse lasted from 2017 to 2020. That's when I really dove into fitness. But spiritually, I just still was kind of unsure. I always knew there was a higher power, but in my heart, I just was still very unsure. Now fast forward to 2023, October 7th, I got married to my beautiful, amazing wife, Reagan. Now before getting married, we agreed that we wanted to have a Christ-rooted marriage. So we decided that we were gonna start going back to church. We looked around, we were trying to find places to go, and her parents, God bless them, they invited us to the Christmas Eve service that year. I decided then and there that I was gonna start going and pursuing a relationship with Jesus. And it has been the best decision that I have ever made. And so much so that I decided to get baptized this upcoming Sunday, 3 days from now. If there is any content you'd like to see or hear in the future about my faith, please drop it in the comments below and I'd love to talk about it. All right, the next thing I want to show you guys is my office. I haven't shown you guys, I think, what my office looks like now in a long time, because it's changed at least from the last few videos I remember looking at where I'm like working in my office. Everything's different. So let me show you. I don't know if you've seen this before, but the sup wall, I love this as a decoration, just all the supplements. Personally, it's just super motivating to me, and for one, but also just fills me with a lot of gratitude of, I remember like when in 2017, I used like my first credit card on supplements, Caged Muscle. And I have always just wanted to have a supplement stack to choose from anything that I could be wanting, whether it's for, you know, endurance or pre-workout or protein, you know, creatine, you know. It's honestly just crazy to think about where everything started and where I am today. I don't know if I told you guys this either, but when I very first got into video editing, I had this laptop, my one I got for college, and then I dropped out a year later. I would use this laptop on the edge of my bed, just hunched over and watching YouTube videos, doing edits, everything, man. And now, like, having an office, having like the supplement part of it, having that actually happen, making all these awesome relationships with people at the brands, and it's just crazy. Like, it really shows that if you have a vision of something or something you want to do, goals, whatever, and you chase it and you make those daily deposits every day, it can happen. And God provides, and He provides in the craziest ways that you would never think or dream of. But so personally, I want to thank 2018 Cody for making it happen, starting the dirty work, and to 2038 Cody, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going, and I am so curious to see what 2038 is going to look like. We'll have some kids hopefully, and I don't know what life's going to look like. I don't. So I'll see you in 2038. We also have the standing desk. I have loved the standing desk. It makes it so nice for when I'm getting like anxious, if I'm sitting down too long editing, ability to stand up, stretch out, do the thing, or after leg days or hard workouts, if I have to come in the office, it is so nice to just be able to sit back and do the work there. The poster, Bev Lab, shout out to Jeremy and Kyle. They got me this for my birthday. This obviously is me. Look at those forearms. One day, that might be me. And what you will see after the bike ride, we have been doing daily cold plunges almost every day. Almost every day. There are some days it hasn't happened, but majority of them, 99% of the days, we're hopping in here 5 minutes. Lately, it's been crusting over with ice, so it's sitting at 32.5, baby. And I gotta say, it has been so awesome for my mental. I've gone on and off on the cold plunging since 2023, I believe, and I really made a commitment this year to hammer it home and do it as much as I can for as long as I can, before it warms up too much. And it has just been so good to, for one, I'll pray in there, and it's a good time for me to just talk to God and like be really focused in on that, because with the cold, you just really you got to be really intentional with your mind and how you spend that 5 minutes. So I've really enjoyed praying in there, or just thinking about things. It's kind of like swimming. Like, I have earplugs in, so for a certain amount of time, it's just your thoughts. So you just kind of run through things you think about, and it gives you time to assess your mental and where your mind goes, So it's nice during the day, but at night as well, if I'll do it right before bed, it has been lovely. I'll sleep so well. And would you look at that? It is time to get ready to hop on the bike. Now, usually for a ride like today, a tempo ride where it's gonna be about 45 minutes, I'll just use one bottle, and it usually is a scoop of Fuel Point and a scoop of Aquaspike electrolytes. But today I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm gonna have one bottle that's fully dedicated to electrolytes. And because I'm not having a meal before this, I'm going to put 2 scoops of Fuel Point in this bottle and just kind of sip on that all the way through. I'm curious to see if I'll feel a difference from not eating an actual meal to just using this, because this does deliver 40 grams of carbs, which is going to be, I think, plenty for this ride, especially with also wanting to, at the end of the day, stay in a deficit. But again, with that mentality, it's not going to be like that all the way through this prep. Once I get down to the weight I want to be at, which is going to be around 175, 180, then I'll be at maintenance, or maybe even a surplus. This is going to be interesting how I film this, because one reason why I haven't started this Ironman prep series or talked about it on the channel is because I don't know how I'm going to film it all yet, because now at the pool, I don't want to have my camera just out when I can't. I don't know, like, people are stupid. They might hit it into the water, and that would really suck. And then when it comes to the bike, I don't want to be hopping on and off to change the angles, because the cinematographer at heart in me always wants the cool Nick Bear looking type angles, and I can't get a good bike workout if I do that. So this is kind of like the trial run, and we're gonna see how this goes. I'll probably do like one angle while I'm warming up and just one angle while I'm riding, which is absolutely okay. It might just be a little more raw, and that's fine because raw is real. I'm telling you guys, this flavor is so good. And usually when I'm mixing it with the strawberry electrolytes, it makes a strawberry raspberry lemonade. All right, I'll see you after.
They said I'm dumb, but they don't know the strength I got from the God I know.
All right, easy peasy. Little threshold bike, about 60 minutes. Just finishing an 8-minute cool down. And we're gonna hop in the plunge. Whew. It was tough, but we are cranking at 255 watts for 2 minutes. Sets of 2 minutes, 4 sets of them, 1 minute rest in between. And it felt the best it ever has, so we're getting some endurance here. Whew. It's always a nasty one though. Well, that is a wrap. We are back with the vlog, y'all. It's only best and only right to finish it off with 5 minutes at 32.5, baby. This is honestly like the best time to do it because it's like the ultimate cool off. So the initial like hit of the ice doesn't have that edge like it does if I'm coming just from comfortably warm to coming out here. But this is what a lot of my days are looking like. I mean, obviously the workouts are different. Some days it's lifting and swimming, or running and swimming, or a bike and then a run. It just depends on the day. But for 6 days out of the week, we're working out. So recovery's got to be on point, food's got to be on point. I think the ice bath has actually helped a lot with like just that systemic inflammation and keeping that brain fog at bay during the day, because 2 workouts deep, if I got to go edit after this, I don't have to today, but in other cases, hopping in the plunge just kind of resets that mental for me. And then if I crack in any, then that also helps as well. Also, let me know, with these cases of energy drinks, I'm debating about trying to go a month without caffeine and then just living off paraxanthine. So it's on switch. There's a drink called Update Energy I have in the fridge, and then Rev 7, so just ketones and paraxanthine and some cognizin. Let me know if you'd like to see a video series like that, and I'm really debating about doing that in February, right before Expo West. So being out with the guys in California, I'll still be able to have like caffeine then, or who knows, maybe I just leave caffeine as a whole. Wouldn't that be wild? But thank you guys so much for rocking with me on this episode and just all the way up to this point. It's been a journey. We've been documenting since 2023, 2022 even, maybe. No, it was 2023 in May when we started UVU. I also went hard on the content, but it's coming up on 3 years, which is absolutely insane. And seeing the growth of not only myself, but you know, Kevin and Beyond Barbell and Jeremy and Kyle, heck, they're both pro bodybuilders now, which is, it's insane. So it just goes to show, you have a goal, you work towards it daily, good things will happen. Well, I think I'm gonna zen out, do a little prayer, and just be with my thoughts for a sec. So thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.